All right, Math 8, it's my second shot at stardom. Let's get this done. Okay, that was the thing I had sent out to you guys. And we corrected page 374. Now we're going to correct 375 and some other stuff. We're going to do 375. We'll check out page 378, example 1. 379, your turn 4 and 5. And I changed the reteach on the 12-1 to number 2 and 3. And I changed the other worksheet to 1, 2, 3, and 6. I'm not trying to make it too difficult, but sometimes it's hard to find problems that just make it, that show you how to do it instead of making it really difficult. Some of these problems, they really went out of their way to make them difficult. Okay, since we saw the man cave, let's check out the rest of my crib. Here's me sleeping in the crib. It's a pretty open concept, about 9 square feet, so it's pretty big. My wife and I don't get along, so she sleeps in her own house. They have a name for my kind of humor, and it's called corny. Pretty bad, I know. Don't quit your day job. I've heard that many times. All right. We've done this page. Let me show you this. I assigned a video to you guys to watch, and this is the guy. There's him and another guy. Their videos are incredible. It's everything I wish I could do. They're amazing. So you guys have already seen a video on the Pythagorean theorem, and then I signed up. I bought into their program, and I thought, oh, their worksheets are going to be easy. And I looked at some of the stuff, and I went, oh, man. So let me show you one thing they did that, just to make it a little easier to understand. If you've got a triangle, and there's your C, your hypotenuse, it doesn't matter which one's A or B, we'll call this one A, this should be B. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Well, for whatever reason, he called it X. That's okay, just some people get confused when they see that, and I thought I would just try to clear that up. Okay, so the theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and they flipped it. You can flip it and call it c squared equals a squared plus b squared, and he changed the b to an x. And I switched it back to a b. I may show you this video, I may show you part of it, we'll see, but not today. So anyway, I just wanted to show that part. But the videos are excellent. You should go back and look through the videos and just check them out because they're awesome. Okay, let's go to page 375, the reading startup. Let's check it out. Angle measure that equals 90, right angle. Angles opposite the right angle, they're less than 90, so they're acute. They're acute little angles. And then the sum of the angle measures of any triangle is 180. At the bottom here, hypotenuse, the side opposite the right angle in the triangle. Theorem is an idea that has been demonstrated as true. The legs are the two sides that form the right angle of a right triangle. Okay. Let's go over here. Remember, you can always stop the video, rewind it. Okay, so the 90-degree angle is here. So it's going to be 90 plus something because it has to equal 180. So we're saying in this particular triangle that these would both be 45s. That's a 45 and that's a 45. They don't always have to be, but they do have to add up to 180. All right. Any questions? I can't hear you, so don't even start. All right. Page 377. It's explained in the video. I told you guys, watch his video. It's really good. Okay, the video that we usually see, I may show you that. I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm just trying to make it up as I go. I've never done this before. It's my first pandemic, hopefully my last. So I captured part of the video. I was going to show it to you, but we'll see. By the way, I have it over here also. This is not all of them. It's not a comprehensive list, but it's just to show you. You can find the three angles of a right triangle. A classic is a 3, 4, 5, and if you take the 3, 4, 5 and you double it, you get 6, 8, 10. If you take 3, 4, 5 and you triple all three of them, you get 9, 12, 15. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 3 is 15. If you take a 3, 4, 5 and you multiply by 4, you get 3 times 4, 4 times 4, and 5 times 4 is 20, and so on. Because some of these, like if I saw this, and I saw 6 and I saw 8, I would automatically know that's 10 because you just doubled the 3, 4, 5. If I saw 3 and 4, I know that's going to be 5. I don't even bother doing the work because I know it's a multiple. In this case, it's the original 3, 4, 5, and then you're doubling it if you tripled it. Let's say you saw this one, and you saw 15, and you saw 9. I'd sit there and go, wait a minute, that looks like a classic triple, a multiple of 3 times 3, 3 times 4. Oh yeah, there it is. There's a missing side, 12. So if you memorize some stuff, it just makes life easier. And these are just common ones you see a lot. 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, etc., etc. Okay, page 378. I may show this video. I don't know. We'll see. I really like the stuff I've showed you guys. Okay, the math antics, I think those are just awesome. There was one I was watching on division, dividing whole numbers. It was awesome. Okay, those guys should pay me to say this stuff, but that's okay. Okay, so if you had this triangle, and you're trying to find the missing side, which happens to be C. There's an arrow telling me to go down. I don't know why, but... Okay, that's why. All right. So if I've got... I know that remember, these can be either A or B. This might be A in this case. Yep. That's B. Yep. And we're finding C. And if you squared 24, 576. You squared 7, you get 49. Add them together. And remember, you're taking the square root of both sides. In the video, they say you can leave it as a square root of, like say the square root of 625, you can leave it like that. We know we can solve some of these. Usually they're going to be whole numbers when they try to make it easy on you. So let's go down here. Remember I said that table? If you memorize these, it makes life easier. So let's say that I forgot that 625 and 25 are the pair that I'm looking for. I might just remember that, oh yeah, 20 squared is 400 and 30 squared is 900. Instead of having a range of 5, now I have a range in between 20 and 30. And I got to try to find one of these. Square 21, square 22, square 23, or try to find a shortcut. My shortcut that I don't know where I got this. If you squared 21, 1 times 1, it's going to end in 1. If you squared 23, 3 times 3, it's going to end in 9. Which one of these is going to end in 5? That one. It looks like the only one. Ends in 6, ends in 9, ends in 4, ends in 1. Because 27 squared, 7 times 7 ends in 9. 29 squared, 9 times 9 ends in 1. So that might be a shortcut that you could use. If you remembered that 625 is 25, boom, you're done. On this one, now you're finding C. We know, or no, you're finding A. We know that B is 12, and we know that C is 15, and so we plug in what we know. We know that B is 12, square it, you get 144. We know that b is 15, you square it, you get 225. Now you're solving an equation. Happens to be a squared, that's okay. Get rid of the 144 by subtracting it from both sides. These two go away. And you've got a squared equals, subtract those two, you get 81. You take the square root of both sides, and you get a equals 9. I know I'm going fast, but I'm trying to keep these videos under 10 hours, so I'm going a little quicker than I don't know what speed to go actually. I'm winging it, as you know. Okay, if I saw this problem right here, I'd go done. And here's why. If that's 3 and that's 4, that's going to be 5, right? 3, 4, 5. That's a classic right triangle. But look, if it's 30 and it's 40, that's going to be 50. I don't know if I have this one worked out here. Yep. Remember, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, or you can write it backwards, it doesn't matter. And if you wrote it backwards, like x equals 2 or 2 equals x, it's the same thing. Same thing with this formula. I'm writing it backwards. I'm trying to find c. I know that a is 30. I know that b is 40. Square them. 30 times 30, 40 times 40. Add them together. 2,500. Square root of both sides, which I did here also. And 50 times 50 is 2,500. So remember over here when I said 3, 4, 5, it's going to be 30, 40, 50. And it worked. For this one, we're finding b. We know that a is 40. We know that c is 41. Plug in what you know and find the one that's missing. Okay. We know a, we know c, plug them in. 40 squared, 4 times 4 is 16, add 2 zeros, 1600. 41 squared, I don't know that one, 1681. Okay, now remember, I want to get b by itself. I'm going to get rid of that first, then take the square root of both sides. So I'm going to take 1600 and subtract it from both sides. These two go away. And I should have whatever that is. What? Is that 81? Yep. Square root of both sides. B equals 9. I don't have a shortcut for that one. And there's your answer. Then they did this stuff here. Whew, we'll skip that part. We're trying to just learn the basics. Okay, we had talked about, or I had talked about, workbook, the reteach. We're going to skip number 1. In the video, they made this super easy. In our school video from this textbook, not that easy. But go back and watch that video again, the Pythagorean theorem video from Math Antics. It's awesome. Like a 5-legged possum. Okay, so we're going to do 2 and 3. You got 2 sides, find the third. On this one, I took some of the problems off of here too. I just did 1, 2, 3, and 6. I think 2 and 3 are doable. Number 1, you're going to have to guesstimate, and we'll go over that. Don't stress on this stuff. Just do the best you can. Go back, watch the video. Go back and watch this video. I'm trying not to go too quickly. I'm trying to find the right pace. We'll figure that out. So I'm going to decide. Always remember, check Google Classroom, because I'm going to decide. I keep changing my mind on stuff. You know, I keep finding different things on the internet or whatnot to help out. And the next thing we're going to correct is the reteach 2 and 3, and this page 1, 2, 3, and 6. So set them up. I love when I show the answers. That's awesome. Set them up, plug in what you know, and go from there. Do the math, and go from there. Any questions? No questions? Good. It's kind of like being in class. All right. So anyway, that's about all I've got for today. Remember, keep checking Google Classroom because things change on a fairly constant basis. My assistant left the room. Now I got to shut this off. All right, we'll see you guys.